guys, so it's Lisa here. So just want to take off where we left last time. So on Monday I left off that I had been contacted by the embryologist and we had 3 good embryos and they were going to do transfer on Wednesday. So we headed in for our transfer. It is not under sedation, you're awake for it, so you can eat and drink as normal. So we kind of headed over. They obviously confirm you when you get there. They confirm your name, your date of birth, all the sort of things they do. You get given a wristband, then you head on through. Pop a gown on. My husband actually was able to come in with me, so he put a gown on over his clothes. And then we waited around for a bit, and the embryologist come and saw us and actually basically told us that our 3 embryos had made it to blastocyte, which is really good. It's the stage they like it to make to. Which is great, but they do have a grading system. So 1 is the worst, 5 is the best, and then they have letters behind it which grades the cells in it. So we had a 4AB and a 5BA, which is fantastic, really high grades they said, which is perfect. So we were really happy about that. They said that they would insert the 5BA today and the 4 would be immediately frozen. Our 3rd embryo, however, unfortunately hadn't made it high enough. So they said they were going to see how it went yesterday on Thursday and give us a call and let us know whether it did make it, give it that extra day because sometimes they do need it. Unfortunately, we haven't heard back from them yet, so I don't actually know what's happened with the final embryo. So I'm hoping to contact them today if I don't hear anything. So we'll know for definite whether we have that 3rd one or not. With the embryos, they have to make it to a certain grade because otherwise they won't make it through freezing and defrosting. So that's what she was saying. If they froze it, it might not be viable to use when it's unfrozen. So obviously we've got our 1 automatically in freeze, which is great, our 4AB, so that's good. So we're just waiting to hear on the 3rd one, but as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. And then we kind of waited for a bit, and then had to drink lots of water because with this, it's just like when you go for a pregnancy scan, you have to have a full bladder. So I was absolutely busting for a wee. I'd been waiting over an hour to go for a wee, and then we finally got called in. I got on to the bed. It's exactly the same as I've explained for the egg collection, small bed, legs and stirrups, right up and right back. And they put a speculum in. Like I said, you are awake for this, and then they pop a small catheter in, and it's like a test catheter to make sure everything's okay. And then they bring the embryo in a catheter, literally from the lab straight through to the surgery, and then it goes straight into you. So you're not in there many minutes, really, sort of 15 minutes, and me and my husband were sort of so excited. He was like holding my hand, and it was just really lovely. It was lovely to have him in there for that. And then they did actually show us on the screen the ultrasound of the catheter coming in from the left hand side, and then a little white dot which was our embryo and where it had been put inside me, which was great. And they actually gave us a little scan photo after, which meant a lot. It really did, to come away with something just so you can have and keep, and hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, that everything all goes to plan and our little baby boy or girl will be healthy and happy, and eventually in time to come we'll be able to show them when they were putting us and what they were originally, and yeah, it's just really nice, so we were pleased with that. But after we finished, they basically gave us a bit of aftercare, some general stuff that you kind of already know, so no hot showers or steam rooms, all that sort of thing, but no bathing, no swimming, no intercourse for 3 days, all of that for 3 days. Take it easy, don't get too stressed out, drink lots of water, eating obviously healthy, no heavy lifting, so you have to kind of treat your body as though you're already pregnant. So yeah, so we kind of took all that on board, which was great, and then they basically walked us back to our cubicle and we were able to go to the toilet, which I was desperate for, get changed, and then make an appointment on our way out. So we were told that afterwards we were on the 18th would be our test date, our pregnancy test date, and we would have to do it at the hospital, so we need to go out and make an appointment with reception to have an appointment to do a pregnancy test. The appointment we made was at 4:30 on the 18th, which is great, so a week on Monday, so not long to wait. If we find out all goes well, it will. And they it said that obviously your first urine sample of the day is the best one, so they gave me like a little pot that I have to pee in and take that with me. So that's kind of all ready to go, so we're kind of now just waiting on the 18th. But generally feel excited, generally feel really well. I've got very sore, tender boobs still, so much that if you brush over them, they are sore. Having a few cramps actually the last couple of days down below, which apparently I've been told that it's quite normal, because it's the embryo embedding into the wall of the uterus, so cramps are normal, and a bit of bleeding is normal as well, especially with IVF. I think it's quite common, but haven't had no bleeding, touch wood, at the moment, but still having, like I said, a few crampies. Generally feeling fine in myself. Got a bit of backache as well, I've got to admit, but I think a lot of it's down to the hormones that are pumping through your body, because I'm obviously still taking the pessaries, rectally, so obviously that all boosts everything in your system. So obviously, like I said, my boobs are feeling quite sore, they are looking bigger, my stomach's feeling a little bit bloated, but not massively, but I'm getting a few crampies, and yeah, it kind of, those hormones really do affect your body, and you just, I don't think you realise sometimes how much they do, but yes, generally feeling fine. So just been taking it easy. I've had a few clients, but nothing sort of massive, which is really nice. So and obviously we're on to the weekend soon, so we can count down the days from Monday. That's 7 days. So it's super exciting. So I'm going to kind of keep you updated on how I'm feeling throughout next week, and then obviously as we go into the following week, the 18th, I can keep you updated on where we go and how we're doing. Hopefully, like I said, it's a big fat positive, but you know, you never know. So I'm sure it will be. I'm staying optimistic. I really, really think this is going to work. So it will be fine, and it will all be great. The only other thing I wanted to mention before I rushed off was on Monday I actually had a bit of thrush come, and for you people who don't know or have never had thrush, it's where your bits itch a bit. It's the most irritating thing. It's just really, really annoying. I think anything down there is when you get it, so when you have like water infections and stuff, it's horrible. It's not very nice at all, but yeah, so I had a bit of sort of itching, so I thought, oh gosh, what do I do? Because I was a bit worried of how that would affect embryo transfer on Wednesday. So I actually ran the clinic, spoke to them, and they basically said that I couldn't take any oral tablets, but I could pop a pessary in and I could pop some cream on. So obviously did that, and it seems to be working, touch wood. It's still a bit irritating at points, but it is a bit better, which is great. So just going to see how it goes over the next couple of days. Obviously if it doesn't sort of get any better, I will contact the hospital and see what I can do, because that's always a concern. Obviously taking tablets and doing different things, you have to be so careful when you're pregnant. So that will be sort of a concern of mine, but hopefully it'll vanish over the weekend and it'll be back to normal. But I think a lot of it's down to them messing with you, and you're pumping lots of hormones in your body with the pessaries and obviously the antibiotics. A lot of people get it thrush through antibiotics. So just wanted to mention that it is, I think it is normal. That, to be honest, when I spoke to them on the phone, they acted as though it is a really common thing that happens, but you go into sort of panic mode a little bit of how it's going to affect you. I know I did, because I was really worried. I was too scared to call them, in fact, because I didn't want to stop the treatment, but like it has it, it's all fine, so that's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I'll, like I said, keep you updated on what's going on, but look forward to speaking to you all soon, and thanks for listening. Bye guys.